Keyword. That's a very fancy thing which will look like totally useless in the beginning, but then you will just love it. It's a super useful thing. So keywords, well, they are just, you know, names, symbols. Start with a colon, and this is a very good keyword. So they evaluate themselves. Okay, so there's no meaning behind. It's you know, if I say key, that's actually a function. Okay, well, yeah, sure. That was not the best example. So if I just say k, okay, well, it says k hasn't been defined. So its closure reads that name, and it's like, well, k, I don't know what that is. I try to look it up. Is it defined somewhere? No, it's not defined. Okay, if it starts with a colon and that makes it into a keyword, evaluates to itself. Okay, so there is no meaning behind the keyword, is just the keyword itself. So what's the point? Well, as I said, it looks like a totally useless thing in the beginning, but well, it's called keyword because these can be used in maps. Okay, and well, let's call it M as map. Okay, and now I can ask what is the value associated with the keyword A. What is the value associated with the keyword B? Okay, so this works this way. However, okay, so the keyword just evaluates to itself, but if it happens to be in a function position, so it's the first thing of a list, then it behaves like a function. It can look itself up in a hash map. Okay, so it works that way as well. So it is indeed a very fancy thing. Of course, if I ask what are the keys of M, then I get the keyword A and the keyword B. Okay, so it's like the first usage is that you can just use as keys in a hash map. That's why it's called keyword. So here's a use of the keywords where basically we can demonstrate that you can think of hash maps as like little databases. Okay, well, it's better indented this way. Okay, so I define book as this book. Well, okay, if you are wondering what is this book, well, that's Douglas Adams' The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. This was quite a formative read for me. It's about the big computer which can answer the ultimate question of life, the universe and everything. And it's, for a couple of years now, this seems to be totally unknown to the current generation of university students. So I even myself doubt that, oh, is this a good book at all or not? Anyway, okay, that's the reference. So here is the book. And now, you know, we can ask questions that it's like, what's the author of the book? Okay. And you can ask questions. What is the title of this book? And you can ask what is the publisher of this book. Okay, that's nil. We don't know. Well, it's, you know, it's sort of the query fails graciously. It's not crashing or anything. So you can imagine that you can have a vector or any sequence of these book definitions. It really acts like a database, and so you can have a sequence of books when these are in the same type. So people coming from other programming languages, most notably object-oriented programming languages, they might feel that, oh, okay, this is actually similar. It's like as if we had an object called book. Well, it's a class called book and an object instance of that, and we can ask for the member of this object, so the data items in it. And it's like, yes, that's exactly the same idea. That's what I call a cheeky enclosure, because, well, you know, it's object-oriented programming. That's a big thing. It's like objects. Well, that's a big idea. But essentially, we can just do it with a hash map. Okay, it's a more general tool. So, yeah, if you really want to have your objects, then hash map is here for you. If this is your first programming language, then yeah, you don't need to worry about anything. Hash map is just sort of an information package, a structured information package. But more on this later, of course. This is quite important. So what we did here, we just looked at keywords. Those are symbols starting with a colon, and they evaluated themselves, so there is no meaning behind. And the main usage of keywords is actually just using them in maps. Okay, they can be used as keys in maps.